All right, let's get right into fun stuff. Right into fun stuff tonight. Feels so wrong not doing any kind of intro or nothing like that. It's so odd. Starting to get peoples in. Get rid of... Hello to everybody popping in. Hope everybody's doing well. Everyone's popping in. I'll give a proper intro here in a moment. Got a little bit of time to kill, so no need to rush into any crazy intro or hellos. Go ahead and run an intro ad here in a moment as well, so I can avoid having one during the actual game. I'm going to go ahead and run that in about 30 seconds or so. I'll run that first one just so there's nothing during the games. Should be a fun and easy night. Do my posts and stuff. Like I said, we'll get more into the fun stuff here in a second. Thanks to anyone who's joined in nice and early. I think I still need to go post my own. Oof. All right. About 30 seconds. We'll do our proper intro as if we're professionals around here. As soon as his ad's done, basically. All right, ads should be over. Got about 1 minute to go, so now we'll pretend we're doing things serious. Welcome to the RLSS Season 4 All Star Tournament. This is the beginning of the tournament tonight. This time sponsored and partnered with LatinSeven for RLSS, so massive thank you to LatinSeven. I have their Twitch added in the title for this, and for the VOD, I'll make sure I have their Twitch and their Twitter included in the description. Go check them out and thank them for supporting RLSS tonight with their amazing All-Star Tournament. These teams were drafted, and tonight we'll be playing for the bragging rights of saying you are the better All-Stars. So that will certainly be massively important to these teams. Always is. And the teams are already ready. They're already in the lobby. So as soon as they're ready to go, we'll be ready to start as well. Of course, my chat isn't working. So if my chat not working, let me just go tell them that I'm ready when they are. All right. And we're good to go. We're ready to head in and go crazy. Hello, Bawa. Hope you're doing well. And we're getting in right away. Team Hallow and Mr. Juicy Bog right out the gate. Orange going to be your JC Bog, and blue going to be Team Hallow. All-Star Tournament time for RLSS, brought to you by the LatinSeven. Again, their links will be everywhere, but now we're in game. Now we're getting serious. Hands Baby already looking for it, but Bow Wow going to get the block off. Bow Wow in chat and blocking things off right out the get-go. That's how you start 20 seconds into an All-Star Tournament. You want the bragging rights. You're going to have to earn it. It's going to be a tough one. Hallow looks for it, but Juicy Berg's waiting there. Might try to bring it back, but Hands Baby waiting midfield. It's going to be important to see early how the synergy comes online. A lot of times with these draft situations, it's interesting to see how long it takes for synergy to start mattering, to start being the important thing of the matter, the important fact of the matter. But with the skill of these players, hopefully they've been able to get some games in, or if they're not used to each other already. Juicy Berg sending it back towards an empty net for Team Hallow. They're rushing through, but it's going to get slowed down. and Juicy Berg not going to be able to follow through completely. Jay's there with a follow-up on net, but not going to go in. It's a bit off the mark there, and it looks like there's still some softer footwork coming out from Mr. JC Bog here, just getting used to each other still, kind of like what we're talking about. But both teams seem to be having the same exact thing. Again, this is just a best of one. So you got to get in, you got to get out, you got to do your damage and do your damage quick if you want to move on. Got more matches ready to go, and you certainly want to be one of the teams there waiting for it. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Ball's just hanging out on Team Hallow's side, but they're not in any danger at the moment. But now maybe looking to get some offense going. Jay waiting midfield. Might be their best chance so far. It's close to net, but nobody there to follow up. Hands Baby could not get the best position needed. Jay sending it back across midfield. Hallow will be there waiting. Does get demoed by Jay. That's a shot for Juicy Berg, and it's going to go in for Mr. Juicy Berg. 1-0 out the gate for Mr. JC Bog. It was certainly important to come out swinging, to come out strong, to get your early points and make them count. And 1 up for Mr. JC Bog with 3 minutes to go. They're sitting in a decent spot, especially with the slower offense that we've seen so far in this best of one already. So a response from Team Hallow. Mr. Juicy Berg responded well. We'll see if Hallow can get fancy with it. Bawah's waiting in net. Bawah, somebody who had pretty great defenses that we saw throughout the season for Nintendo Switch games. So we'll see if more of the same happens here. Now Hands Baby tries to take it back. Won't find anything yet. Hallow at midfield has much of the same story. There's a demo. The last time we saw a demo, it led to a score for Mr. JC Bog. They're going to try the same thing this time. Almost perfect setup there, but not going to find it right away. Still going to have pressure for Team Hallow. They're going to have to figure out how to respond to. They've had a tough time setting the ball back across the pitch so far, and they'll need to adjust. Hallow and Jay run into each other. Hallow's got a decent setup for it, but Bawah's waiting in the net. Mr. Juicy Berg will be the one to do it, though. Comes across the top of the crossbar and gets a demo for the Troubles as well. This does set up Mr. Juicy Bog pretty well. They want to take it back across the pitch, go coast to coast, try to make a score happen. 2 minutes left to go, and Team Hallow's got to keep the defense on, but they got to figure out that offense. Jay gets aggressive with it, sets it up nicely, but sent away before any shot could be made, any risk could be taken. Now it's back to defense for Mr. JC Bog, but their defense, as we've seen, it doesn't last long before they get right back to the offense. Now 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go. Bumps in the net, Hands Baby goes for the block, not going to find it right away, but the shot wasn't perfectly on. Maybe that was lucky for Team Hallow. Now Jay, clear net, gets bumped at the last second, hits up the top of the crossbar, not going to go in right away. Hands Baby waiting midfield. That sets it up for Floppy Disc, who sends it back to Hallow. Is there a shot here for Hallow? It's going to go slow, but not go in. Bounces across. Jay's at the net for the defense, and the defense is good to get it away too. Hands Baby gets a demo, but that demo came too late to create any kind of advantage. Now 1 minute, 10 seconds remain, and still 1-0, and still Mr. JC Bog is on the offense, and there's just nothing Team Hallow can do to get it off defense. Every time they do, it doesn't last more than a few seconds. Now they get a shot across from Hallow. Mr. Juicy Berg is there to get the block and get the save to keep it from going in. Now 50 left to go. Chances are running thin. 45 left to go. This first game of the All-Star Tournament. Again, best of one tonight, brought to you by LatinSeven. Goes across. Floppy Disc will be there. Might be the last-ditch effort for defense and the last-ditch effort to get a shot possible, to get something open for Team Hallow. Mr. Juicy Bog is in a great spot. Now Mr. Juicy Berg is sent it across the pitch, taking it coast to coast and burning all the time needed. We're at 20 seconds left. You got to rush back to your own net for the defense. Bawah will be there, thankfully, for Mr. Juicy Bog. 10 left to go. A shot comes out from Hands Baby. It gets blocked out, and that might have been the last possible chance. Now with 5 seconds remaining, Jay sends it across the pitch. Is that the dagger? I think it might be. Mr. Juicy Berg will send it to the ground and send Mr. JC Bog on to the next round. Congratulations to both teams. That's how you get in. That's how you get out with a fast and crazy all-star set. My goodness. That was exactly what we expected. A quick and crazy game. But I gotta be honest, for an all-star setting, a 1-0 is fairly surprising. Kind of shocking in a sense, too. You would almost expect them to be these kind of high-scoring, crazy affairs, but Not the case this time. And that does mean that Mr. JC Bog will be the team moving forward. You'll see that updated on the bracket next to me soon. Ooh, and I pointed the correct way first try. You can't teach that. You really can't. Thank you, Chiron, for the subscription. I saw it from Dead Girl Walkin' earlier as well. I appreciate that. Totally don't know who you are, Dead Girl Walkin'. Like, I date you or anything. But an exciting start. I enjoyed watching that game, certainly. The winner of that was Mr. JC Bog. 1-0. It was a pretty quick game. Just a 1-0 game. Not a lot of crazy offense like you might expect to see. Curio, thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. I took a short little break from casting for a bit to kind of rejuvenate myself. I had done a lot in a row, so it's one of my first non-smite casts in a while. So definitely appreciate that. I'm going to run if I can. I'm going to see if I can run an ad now, so we don't have to worry. Can about a minute. That way I can try to make sure we're not seeing them during games. I've been trying to avoid that tonight. So, again, you can see that bracket right over here, which I got right again. As soon as that updates, we'll go ahead and set up our next match. Be prepared for that. And there'll be a best of one for that as well. And as soon as that match is over, we're going to go ahead and raid Sporty FC to check out the semifinals as we get through the rest of this All-Star Tournament. Once again, brought to you by LatinSeven. Make sure you check them out. And yeah, with that, we got some time to relax while we wait for the winner of the next game. So, how's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing plenty well. See if we can go figure out some of the scores in these games, huh? I don't see Christian's Twitch stream. I'll pull it up and give some live updates. Looks like we do have our bottom of the bracket moving forward. So that's going to go ahead and be as soon as it updates for me. It's funny, it's updated on the stream, but not for me. There it is. That's going to be Team Cyber and Pancakes going up in the next round. Looks like Team Cyber won 3-2 there, so my man Tony, a very action-packed game with a lot of high scoring. We had the COM 1-0. It's not the same story here, but that's going to be how the night goes. It's going to be a lot of varied action and a lot of twists and turns. I gotta say, Ballad, that was some good defense you guys played. That was a stressful game for it to be a 1-0. Sorry there's no interview. I'm sure you missed me so much, but games are a bit too quick tonight. Hope you're doing well. Hope your holidays have been good so far. Go. I'm gonna go. Words, I can speak. I speak a lot. I get paid to speak sometimes. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the next stuff. And I'll run that ad in a second, like I said, to make sure that we are doing all right on ads and we're not dealing too much there. Is that match still going, or has it not, Let's see if I can find it. I'd love to see if I can find, other match. Let's see Sam. So I just see Sam, so I'll go ahead and give you an update on Sam. Oh, there we go. We have our team. It's Team Smokey. Team Smokey. All right, go ahead and get that set up. I'll have that lobby up in just a second. For any players who are listening. Team Smoky. Team Smoky is going to be orange this time. Mr. JC Bog going to go ahead and be the blue team for this one. All right, going to get that lobby set up. Same information as before. I'll put that in the All-Star Tourney chat as well. Hey, Christian, thank you for the raid. Hope you guys got to have an exciting first round there. But the next one coming up between Team Smoky and Mr. JC Bog, and should be an exciting one as well. Super excited to continue it. See if it'll let me shout you out, my friend. My shout-out's been really finicky. Was an 8-2 win? Wow, so it's definitely some offense from Team Smoky, huh? I had a 1-0 in my first game tonight. So that is certainly impressive. Thanks, HSG Quest. Thanks, Christian. Appreciate you guys. It happens. That's some of the, I hate to say some of the fun, but that's kind of how it is sometimes, Thanks, Trusting. I cast a lot of Smite, a lot of Halo, and a lot of those leagues. They do a lot of draft leagues, super common there. I'm not sure how common it is for most leagues for Rocket League, but it happens sometimes. A lot of times those players end up being the surprising ones too. You just never really know, Hello, sorry for bothering you. I just want to. Very, very impressive, Trusting. Let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. I had Trusting in my chat before I had Mountain Dew Gaming. What's up with that? See? You get it. I mean, I'll be the good guy caster and say worse is always subjective, but, having fun is certainly the right attitude. All right, just going to wait for the teams. Lobby is set up. If any of the team captains or players are hanging out, I did put that information back in the All-Star Tourney chat. I know Bow Wow was hanging before. Gotta get faster. What can I say? So this is going to be an exciting one, especially if it's an offensive-heavy team versus the kind of defense that we saw in that first round. I feel like that was something that was really impactful, was watching the way the defense rolled out for Mr. JC Bog in the very first round of this tournament. Once again, this is the All-Star Tournament for Season 4 of RLSS. It's brought to you by LatinSeven tonight, so make sure you check them out. I'll go ahead and give them a shout-out here, too. Let's see if I can do that. But we got time to kill. Shout-out. LatinSeven. So make sure you follow them. I'll also, for the VOD of this, for the VOD, any VODers, I'll make sure I put all their information in the description. They are partnered tonight with RLSS for this All-Star Tournament. Got some players rolling into the lobby for this next game, so it should be an exciting one for sure. And after that, once again, I said it before, but just in case you did not hear it, we're going to raid Sporty FC as soon as that match ends, so we can keep the ball rolling for this tournament. Looks like the lobby is close to full. If not full, yeah, looks like it's full. My text chat is still not working, huh? My text chat isn't working. Why? All right, I let them know we're good to start. Should see them hop in any second. And again, this is the next matchup, this time between Team Smokey and Mr. JC Bog. Winners will be moving on to the semifinals, cast by Sporty FC and... who is that? Sporty FC and Crouton Dust. So should be loads of fun there. All right, here we go. All right, out the gate already. Powwow with an instant demo onto Guilty. You certainly like to see that out the gate, getting chaotic with it. We saw a lot of demos come from Mr. JC Bog last time as well. It was the way they were getting a lot of their offense across. They take out demos, kind of use that to get hyper-aggressive. Auden tried to set up there, could not find it right away. Now Juicy Berg sends it towards the net, but Smokey's there to keep it away from it. Not going to run any risks. Team Smokey got a lot of goals in that first round, so watch for them to make offense happen. Plays like this, but Smokey's just barely going to come up short of finding it. But Yulty, can he get it in? No! Jay going to be there for the defense, set it back out. Smokey trying to race Jay to the corner as Jay tries to set up for more, but with Juicy Berg and Bow Wow both at midfield, they got to retreat back because they already might have shots ringing out from Team Smokey. Juicy Berg back in control of it, but not for long as Smokey's still hanging in that corner. Finally, Bow Wow looks to be the one to clear it out, but that doesn't last for long. Juicy Berg will be there for the save to keep it away from Atomic from going in. Now gets back across the coast. Yulty saves it back. We're playing ping pong now. Mr. Juicy Berg looks for it, doesn't find it right away. No, just like that, Mr. JC Bog back on defense. Smokey. Juicy Berg's there with it. Now Juicy Berg tries to send it across to midfield, and it does work out, but Jay not going to win that 50 there to get it back towards the net side. Bow Wow maybe will be the one, but it slows again. Chaos was the name of the game for Team Smokey. Can they do that again, or will Mr. JC Bog continue the defense that we saw in that first round? Can they keep saying, no, you will not score on us, we will beat you 1-0? That seems to be how they want to play this. Does get sent back across by Team Smokey. They're going to look to make something happen with it, but Jay's got control. Jay runs into Atomic. That's going to leave a pretty decent setup here, but the bumps will do a lot to help Mr. JC Bog out. They send it back across. But as we keep seeing, anytime that JC Bog starts getting some shots across, it doesn't last very long. And just like that, Atomic sends it back. Bow Wow will be there for the save. Atomic with a shot, but Bow Wow with another save. That is the specialty of Mr. JC Bog. Going forward, if they make it through, that defense might be the way where Team Smokey have got to get that offense online. That offense that gave them all those goals during Christian's cast. Here's a shot from Atomic, not going to go in. Responded by Yulty, that doesn't go in either. Now it's sent back across. Atomic will have to race back to catch up to it. So the first crazy offense we've seen, it was no good to go in. Here comes a shot from JC Bog, not going to go in. Gets blocked away, but Bow Wow takes a demo for it. That sets up Jay and Juicy Berg, but neither one can find a way to get it home. Bow Wow follows up. That sets it up. Can Jay find it? No. Now Atomic sends it back across the pitch and looks for it. Can he find it? Not yet, but still aggression plays off of it. Bow Wow cannot block that one, and Smokey gets it in. My goodness, the back and forth there was ridiculous. It felt like nobody was going to be able to score, but finally one gets across for Team Smokey. They find that offense a little bit that they had in the previous round. And Mr. JC Bog finally have a crack in their defense, but it took significant offense for it to happen. Bow Wow tries to return a shot, not going to be the one there for it, but midfield, nobody can respond either. Now Smokey has a chance to put Team Smokey up 2-0, and you might need that against JC Bog. I can't imagine them going down 1-0, but anything's possible. Bow Wow not going to be able to find it there. Mr. Juicy Berg has a shot. Mr. Juicy Berg sends it in. The captain making the plays when needed, ties it up 1-1 with 1:26 left to go. $1:26 remaining, tied 1-1. Is this not All-Star? Is this not exactly what you want to see from an All-Star tournament? Smokey looking to make another one. Atomic going to be there for the follow-up. No shots will land quite yet. No defense required from JC Bog. Maybe a minute of breathing room that might be required. Now Jay sends it back across. Hope you weren't breathing if your team's Smokey. Juicy Bird going to look forward. That sets it up for Bow Wow, who does the same thing, but neither one can get it in so far. Jay tried to make it happen, but Atomic was right there to keep it from going in. Still tied 1-1. Less than 1 minute to go. Juicy Berg still hanging. Smokey's going to send it up high. Jay will be there waiting. Jay's got a decent chance here, but Yulti's going to get there first to keep it from going in the net. No chance there for Jay, as beautiful as it may have looked. Just not going in today. Still tied at 1-1. 40 seconds to go. Atomic tried to make a play happen, but Jay was there. 35 now. There's a demo out from Jay. That could be important. Keep your eyes on it. That's less in the net. That less in the net mattered a whole lot because Jay just pulled through and made it 2-1 for JC Bog. What a clutch shot when you needed it most. Now less than 30 seconds for Team Smokey to get back online in this All-Star Tournament brought to you by LatinSeven for RLSS. Juicy Berg sends it back across. Maybe they're looking for the dagger, but the dagger gets blocked out by Smokey. That does keep Team Smokey alive. They've got 15 seconds to get it in the net if they want to keep alive, if they want to keep their chance of moving forward alive. Atomic might be their last play, but Bow Wow was waiting in midfield, not going to let it happen quite yet. Now Bow Wow's going to make it even harder for them to make a shot. Matter of fact, Smokey's the last-ditch effort, and it lands in front of the net. Atomic won't be able to get it back in the air, and Mr. JC Bog will move on in the All-Star Tournament. Congratulations once again where it's due. This time again to Mr. JC Bog, taking down Team Smokey. That defense proved to just be a little bit too much to handle. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Not going to keep you guys long. We're going to raid Sporty FC right away. Again, thank you to LatinSeven for being the partner for this All-Star Tournament. Thanks to RLSS for letting me cast a couple of the games tonight. Enjoy the rest of the All-Star Tournament tonight. Good luck to the players and to the casters. I'm going to send you to Sporty FC. Make sure to tell Sporty hello. Drop a follow to them. An incredible caster. They're joined by Crouton Dust tonight. And it should be an exciting rest of the All-Star Tournament. My name's been Anthony Malum. Make sure to drop a follow and all that fun stuff that you're supposed to say. And also the VOD for these games will be available on my YouTube. You can find it in the panels. Good night, guys. Tell Sporty hello.